News 4, watching out for you. Uncovering scams and ripoffs, questioning wasteful spending, getting the answers you need. Now, Chris Nagus and News 4 investigates.
Just when I thought I heard all the crazy stories out there, I found out about this one. It sounds like a made-for-TV movie, but instead it's a real-life nightmare for one woman. A story that will make you ask a lot of questions the next time you buy or rent a house. What did you think when you found this place?
I loved it. I love the house.
Katrina McGaw signed the lease without worry. Her Section 8 voucher covered $810 in rent. The landlord seemed nice, no worries at all. Until a family member told her to check out a cold case documentary about serial killers airing on the A&E network.
Oh my God.
Seriously, imagine if this happened to you.
And then there it is, the house that I'm living in.
First words out of his mouth
pops up, and it's like, it's real.
Whoa. Talk about sending chills down her spine. She was living in the same Ferguson house serial killer Maury Travis used as a torture chamber. The landlord even gave her the dining room table, the same one from the crime scene photos.
When she showed us the house, she was like, you guys can have this table if you want.
Those are the same chairs.
Yeah, same chairs, same table, everything.
But it's what happened downstairs that freaks her out. That's where Travis recorded some of his crimes. At one point, he sent the Post-Dispatch a map to identify victim number 17. Some of the victims were tied to this pole.
This whole basement was basically his torture chamber, and it's not okay.
It's just too much for McGaw to handle, so she called her landlord begging to get out of the lease, but the landlord wasn't sympathetic. Turns out the landlord is the suspect's mom.
She said, no, you've already signed the lease. You need to stay there until your lease is up.
So I called Travis's mother. She claims she told McGaw about the house's dark past. McGaw says that's not true. She would have remembered the people murdered in the basement part. So I asked a real estate expert about the rules. Laura Wayness at Keller Williams. If a serial killer lives in the house and kills his victims in the house, you don't have to say that to somebody who's renting or buying.
Correct. No, you don't have to say that.
Wayness says murder, suicides, and violent crimes don't require disclosure. Only material defects need to be noted. Do you feel like there should be a law that you should be told about something like this?
I definitely feel there should be a law. Like, there's no way that she should get away with thinking that it's okay not to tell people what happened in this house.
Although we couldn't get Travis's mom to budge, the St. Louis Housing Authority did. McGaw says she will be moving at the end of July, which can't come soon enough. She says things keep getting weirder and can't stop thinking about an incident with a 2-year-old relative that was playing in the basement near the pole where Travis tied up his victims.
And then she looked over and she was like, she's scared, like she saw somebody that was scared and crying.
And there's nobody there?
Nobody was there.
It's not clear how many women Maury Travis murdered. He killed himself in the St. Louis County Jail in 2002. Just because it's not required to disclose this type of information to potential buyers or renters doesn't mean you shouldn't. Wayne has told me she would tell a client if she knew terrible information about a home's past so they wouldn't find out later and be upset, like what happened here. Chris Nagus, News 4.